Hello everybody, today this is you and your YouTube channel. I'm doing a review today on the Gocheer mini airbrush kit. I'm not going to show you me unboxing it and everything like that. If you buy one, you'll figure that out pretty easily. I had some paint in there. Let me put a little bit more so I can show you how it works. I'm using the TimberTech airbrush paint. I have used army paint in it, and I have used this folk art paint right here. Don't use this stuff, it's too thick, it clogs up real easy. I also, when I bought the kit, I bought airbrush thinner right here, because I was going to make sure it have a fair chance of working right. And I brought airbrush colors, but it's water-based airbrush cleaning solution. You probably could just use water for that, but like I say, I was going to give it a fair shake at working properly. Let me go over a couple things you might want to remember if you buy it. Every time you use it, you want to clean it. You don't clean it, the paint will harden up and you'll have to disassemble it anyway to clean it. Now, let me see if I can get this off here. When you're disassembling it, and if you want to change, this here is the largest tip with it. It comes with two other tip, a .02 and a .05. And I think this is a 0.5, which is pretty big. Has this little tool. You see that thing here? Don't lose it. It takes off, I don't know if you can see it, the little brass tip right there. And it wedges on there. You have to kind of wedge it. It's not machined real well, but you have to have it to take that tip off. With that tip, which is called a nozzle, there's a little washer. I lost the washer the first day. It's gone to La La Land someplace. And I put it back on there without it. And it has been working just fine. These, just get this lined up here just right. There we go. Now I have taken this thing apart several times, put it all back together. If you have any kind of mechanical abilities, and it gives you a neat little instructions here, and it is pretty simple. You know, you can do all this. Any little kid can handle it. You know, I got a grandson that's 10 times smarter than me. He's just a lot lazier. Oh, by the way, I would like to tell you that we do appreciate R&M Towing Service out of Joshua, Texas, for sponsoring this video today. If you need a tow, look for R&M Towing in Joshua, Texas. The only thing bad about it is that when I built business 30 years ago, like a lot of other my businesses I've had. But anyway, you mix your paint up in there, you shake it around. The compressor is approximately 6 inches long by 3.5 inches deep. It's not very big. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but that's the noise it's making. And let's see if this thing is going to spray again. Where'd my paper go? I lost my paper. Hang on, let me get a piece of paper. No, I'm not an organized person. My brother-in-law used to work with me, and there was days when after he worked with me, he'd want to kill me because I can't put nothing back in the same spot twice. But here we go. Push down to clean the end of the tip out and give it a spray. And that's what it looks like. And get nice big dots out of that stuff, or little dots. I am not an artist by any shapes or imagination. I can't paint with a brush, and I can't paint with this. I use it for highlights and put some of these tinting colors on there and stuff like that. This is a army man with another army man. Let me get the other one so you get an idea what it's supposed to look like. I'm real big in this kind. I like figures, and I'm just adding some tint to it and shading to make it look a little bit better. I did a mandolin with a Yoda where, you know, he's walking and Yoda is supposed to be floating by him. I printed one of them up and I'll swing the camera around. Let me swing it around here so you see it. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. I don't know. Get around there. There he is. He's a pretty big one too. But I didn't like just, I had a print with several different colors of filament, and you know what? It looked weird. So I was trying to get rid of a bunch of oddball colors, and I think I got 6 colors on that thing of filament in it. Whoa, where are you going? Let's put this up here. We're going to have to readjust everything. Don't go away. Take a break. I got a very little tripod here, and it is very sensitive to weight. Okay, we can do that, I think. But anyway, it comes in a nice little box here with all the things in a big cup. The smaller cup, 2 big cups. I don't think this compressor, if you fill this one of these cups up too many times, it would burn that motor up, because that's a lot of paint to spray out of that. Get 2 different needles and some other stuff. This is here for cleaning out the tips. It's like a boring tool. I've yet to have to use it, but it probably will at one point. Do not leave your paint in it overnight. Be sure you clean it out. I recommend not just squirting thinners and stuff through it. I recommend taking it apart and cleaning it. Do not use any of these. If I haven't told you, don't use any of this folk art or any of this kind of water-based paint here, because it is too thick. You can't, when you thin it down to use it, then it's too opaque. It doesn't cover very well. I'm using the TimberTech, and I have used the Army paints, if I didn't tell you. The Army paints are pretty good. They have to be thinned down too, because they dry up. And all my paints are getting old. Everything is kind of old but the TimberTech, and I bought that when I bought the kit. Okay, it's spraying. Let's put some tint on this thing, see how all this is working. And I'll talk at the same time. What I use it for is I just tint. I'm not an artist. Oh, no, I'm not. I've seen young men and girls use this, one of these brushes in an art show, and I was just amazed of their talent and how well they do it. I also was amazed at the ones who painted with brushes. These kids are good. They're great. No, they're just fantastic young men and women who can do this stuff. I wish I had their talent. And I want to add several other colors to this to build up layers on it. I have found out that I can just do stuff like this, and if I add enough layers, it will make it look better. For somebody like me, that's great. Anyway, it paints. I would give it an A. You have to make a decision. Do you want to spend $60, $70 for one of these today? And this is 2023, 22. This is March of 22. March, April, May. This is May of 22. Boy, when you're retired, you don't remember dates and you don't care anymore. But anyway, on Amazon, it was, when I first bought it, was $48. It is $59 today. So prices are going up fast. The only thing you really need, and this is not top dollar spray gun. You can buy these for $21, $22 on Amazon. I've seen them from this, not this brand. This is what you would call the inexpensive, mass marketed. It goes with all the paint guns that you buy out there. I've seen in this brand they put this gun, or maybe one a little bit better. You can buy different grades of this one, but I'm sure this is their lowest model. You can buy guns up to $200. I've seen one for $200. And years ago, I used to make stuff, and a gun that we had, we paid $75 for it. And this was in 1972, 73. That was a million years ago. That's how much I had to pay for one of these guns, and it was a really good quality. It could shoot automotive paint real easily. But this one here is for the beginning hobbyists. They cake decorators use it to add shade and stuff. It's got that small compressor. There's some that have pretty little compressors. They cost a little bit more, and I don't know if the compressor spits out anymore. And then women who use them to paint, put tint in people's hair and stuff. I don't think I would look good with that purple hair, but anyway, they do it. But it's really big, I think, in the cake decorating, and people who can use this tool can make it write letters beautifully. I've seen guys who create artwork with them. I don't know if they're using this $21 brush or they're using that $200 brush, but for the beginner, the very first guy who does it, if you buying it for a friend, you're buying it for a kid that's been wanting something like it, I'd buy this gun with this little compressor, and I would buy the TimberTech paints and tell him to use only use Airbrush paints. There's 2 or 3 other different brands, but this is a brand guy. And I would get him some thinner and Airbrush cleaner. You can use water, but I want it clean when I get done. I can smell the flavor of the paint. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good brush. I think it will do the job for the beginner or somebody who uses it in a bakery. You need to decorate a flowers and stuff. Yeah, it'd be great for that. That's where you would come in, I guess, with these bigger cups where you get it, and you might want to get the very largest nozzle you can find. But this one here seems to be doing a pretty good job. I am not using the filter on mine right now, but I will put it back on there. It gives you all the brushes and all the things you need to make it work. So, my opinion, it's not bad. And if you want one, better get it now because they're getting higher. It's ridiculous how fast prices. The last time I saw prices go up this high was under the Mr. Carter administration, and I think this one is higher. The one thing about it, gasoline started going down pretty quick and made everything easier, but gasoline keeps going up, and I don't see any future of it dropping below $4 anytime soon. Heck, I got down to $1.19 a gallon where I live at, and now it's $4.19, so that's a big increase. So anyway, hope you have a great day. Hope this will help you in your ideas or your opinion of purchasing one of these. And you have a great day. You hear me? God bless y'all. Bye.